Hello everyone, how are you? And so I'm here with these folders that I found thrifting. Beautiful folders. I love the design on them. Same design on this one. And there were two different packs, and each pack had about 2 or 3. I can't remember the count because I put them away, but I pulled 2 out and started working on one of the other ones. So my first thought was for that Shabby Chic book I'm making, or Shabby Chic, should I say, that I'm making, I need several tags. I'm going to be making some cards. So I thought, let me give the tag a go. That was a project for today. So I pulled out some items to see what can become of them. Just the little bits and pieces you have lying around. I've had this for a very long time. And I decided to cut this picture out today because I'm going to use that. And just bits and pieces of lace, ribbon, cheesecloth. I have a little tag there. Not necessarily going to use it all, but we'll see what the outcome will be and how I want it to look. Why is it that you know what you're working with and that at the last minute you forget what it is? Sackcloth. I forget. I'm sure you know what it is. A little piece of that. Some scrap paper that I have. I decided on a green color and a little bit of the accounting paper. This one here. And forgive all the ums. I try to edit those out as much as I can. And this little leaf thingy that came in something. Just little bits and pieces you have lying around. So I went ahead and I cut out some tags. This one I'm not going to punch a hole in it because I'm going to staple something on it. So I actually want to use that one, and this one I can do it another time. And I've actually used the this folder to create a pattern, and then traced it on the folders and cut these out. So this is going to be a bookmark. This can also be another tag, or who knows what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to try as much as I can not to create too much bulk in this book, but I have a feeling no matter how wide I make it, it's going to have a lot of bulk in it. So, and this is where I was actually tracing on this side of the folder. So whenever you trace your pattern, you don't have to trace it where the picture is. Just take a pencil and get as close as you can to the edge. That way it's easier. And just trace it. Sorry about this, but you know, let's fix that. And this rounded edge here, I actually used anything that was round to draw on here first. Like that. And then you have to work it so that it comes out like this. I used a ruler. Depending how big you want it, used a ruler, made a line going down. Forgive me if I'm being a little bit too quick. Another line going down, and then you could just cut it out. Cut the shape out, and there's your tag with the round edge on the top. Pretty easy, not complicated. If you use a small plate, anything that's round, you can use the edge of your cup or this part of the cup to get that shape on the top. So that's pretty easy to do. And let's see where this goes. I pulled out my distress ink. Some ribbon here that's also green in color. I have this here. This used to be about this big. And this is what I have left. I've been using it for years. So this is all I have left. So let's see where we go with this. And let's see where I do plan to begin with some scrap. So... and the folder's really beautiful, so I'm going to cover it, but I don't want to cover the actual flower here. And let's see where that goes. I'm hesitant whether to use glue or the liquid glitter glue. I'm always using the other one, so I'm going to go ahead and try this one and see how that works. And this is just a background, so you don't have to fill it up with a lot of glue. And I'm going to bring that as far down as I can because I don't want to cover the whole flower. And if you need to cut some overlap, just go ahead and cut that off. Okay, that's the first thing. And then let's see where I'm going to go with this, because I don't want to cover the flower, so I'm going to have to cut the top off. And I can bring it down as far as I want to, because it's going to be covered. I'm trying not to get all of it covered, but some of it I want it to be able to be seen. I don't know if that's going to actually happen, but I'm just going with this. I need my crafting fix today, my journaling fix, my creative fix. Okay, so I'm going to put that one over here. And I got a feeling it might get covered up, but that's okay. Alrighty, now let's see. I love cheesecloth. I really do. I don't use it all the time, but I am going to use it on this. But what I'm going to do, since she's going to lay on top of it, I'm going to actually glue it down on the back of this. And I know this is nice, but I want this cheesecloth to actually hang outside of her picture. So let's see where that goes. As much as it can. Let's see here. I want it to go this way. Okay. Squeeze it in like that a little, but I want it to come out as much as possible. And then let's put this one here. And when I go to put it on, if it's too much, you can always bring it in a little. And then on this side. Okay, so when we turn it over, that's what it's going to look like. Nice and pretty. Beautified, as I say. Okay, so my next thing is, this is going to be part of the bottom. So on top of that, I think I'm going to put this leaf here. I want that to come out like that. So if I put her on top of that, the leaf will show there. Yes. Okay, let's get that leaf on. There's a lot of little branches, but all you need is a touch of it. And eventually I'll give it a stitch. Okay. There we go. I have her. She's going to go on there. And I do want her in an angle. I don't know, me and these angles. I don't know if I want burlap. That's what it's called, you see? I don't know how that looks. Let me see. I'm going to have to lift that up so that I can get a look at it. What if I try it on the bottom? Let's see how that's going to look on the bottom. But then again, something's going to go over the bottom. What about on the side? That'll work. I like it there. It doesn't have to show completely, just peeking out of the side. Perfect. She's going to come down just a tiny bit. And this is improv. This is improv. I have not planned this. I just decided I wanted to come on and make something. So the burlap stayed down. Now what I need is to lay her down. And I'm not going to, well, I can use this one here. Got to be careful you don't pull the cheesecloth. Okay, that'll be good enough. And she will go right here. Perfect. She's going to go perfectly fine in that one. Okay. And she can actually become, I can glue her just to the side and then slip something behind it if I choose to. She can become a belly band. I can show you that one. And maybe I will do a belly band out of her. I already got the idea. Okay, we have that there. So next, what I want to put down is, I'm going to put a piece of this, and I actually want to make a little pocket right there. Yes. Just gotta make sure I'm straight. Make sure I'm straight. Okay, a little bit of glue on this side. I am going to stitch it just to reinforce the whole thing. I'm going to give it a stitch. You don't have to if you don't want to. So that's where I'm going with that. So that means I have to cut this side off without cutting that cheesecloth. I hope I am in frame. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pull on this right here. I could have done it before, cut it to size, but like I said, I just pulled some stuff out and this is what I wanted to create for the book. So let's see how it looks this way. Perfect. Okay, do I put another piece of lace on top of here? I don't want that white. I can put this piece here. That looks cute. Yes, I think I'm going to go with that one. So what I want to do to the edge of the ribbon is before I glue it down, I am going to I'm going to stretch the edge out so that it looks unfinished. And then I can glue that down on there. So I'll run some of the glue along here. Not too worried about putting too much glue on it because I am going to fold it. And since this is supposed to be a pocket, I'm going to need something in the back so it does not glue to the back since I've already put a bunch of glue on this. So I'm going to lay that there. And maybe I'll use this extra tag back there. Let me cut it in half so that it does not stick back there because I want to put a piece of string around it. So let me see if I can get this here without a hitch. So most of the time I use a very, very thin string, but I'm going to go with this pretty green ribbon that I got out of Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure if it has a specific name to it or not. It's sage green. Perfect. So I'm going to tie this and make a small bow there and hope that it comes out cute. And it's okay if it squeezes a little bit there because then you could just pull the threads out from the side. That'll work, it'll work, it'll work. Okay, I'm going to make a knot first and then make a ribbon, or maybe I can just leave the knot there because it looks cute, but nope, I think I want a bow. I meant to bow. I'm going to make a bow there. Yes, exactly what I want. Look at that, and we're not, ouch. We're not completely finished. That is cute. It looks very dainty and delicate. I want to put this little tag. Let me see if this stuck on here. Nope, it's doing pretty good. So when I sew it, I'm going to be sewing underneath the bow and around. But I think that's pretty cute. And since I love these little tags, I'm going to add that right here and let the string hang. And then I have these this is Ideology, and it has all these different, let me see what it says on this. I know I'm gonna let it pour on here, it's okay. It just says Ideology, Tim Holtz Ideology, oh, number strips. So I'm going to use one of those and just lay it right on top of the ribbon. Should I do it at an angle? Underneath the corner right here. Yes, that'll look fine. And if I want to go a little further, I can add a flower or something else, but I'm liking the results. for a quick tag, this is pretty good. And it'll look mighty pretty in the new book that I'm making. And the only thing that I forgot to do was use, let's see if I can do just a little bit on the corner here. I forgot to distress it first, but if you do it at an angle, it'll work. There we go, just a little bit on the sides, it'll work. And if you want to go over her too, you can, but, and there is my little tag made with some simple folders that you may find. And before I go, I'm going to show you a few of the others that I made with the same folders. I created this one, but if I'm being honest about which one is my favorite, of course it would be this one. And I created this, which I used vellum on there, and I also created this little card. All of them contain empty space in the back, and you can write on the back, put whatever you want on there. And that is it for today. You have a good day. Many blessings. See you soon.